Hi, I'm Pete, and this is an HK Now Store unboxing. And what I have in this rather squishy box is perhaps telegraphed a little bit by the puzzles in the back row here. I have the Tom Z 4x4x6 cuboid. This is a really fun puzzle, a very high quality puzzle, and certainly right up there on my list of favorite cuboids. Later on, we had the design inspired by the Tom Z puzzle, the Crazy Pill 4x4x6 cuboid, I guess a shape mod, made by a Crazy Bad Cuber. This is 3D printed, and that was out for a little while. And in this squishy box, we should have another Crazy Bad Cuber design. I'm really impressed lately that so many great puzzle designs are coming out that were 3D printed and then fairly quickly coming to the market. It's really a great time to be a puzzle solver. So here we go, and as I expected, this is the Crazy Bad Cuber Fisher 4x4x6. Okay, so nothing in the box. Calvin's card as usual, and here we go. So in a nice box, at first glance it would be really easy to mistake these two puzzles. They kind of look similar, but right away you can see that it seems to have maybe fewer little cubies. So let me open this up. We'll see. Okay, now if you collect boxes, you should really look away. I'm just kind of looking if there's anything on the box. You know, it has some sort of certificate on there. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if that's if that's all. We all get the same number or what. So anyway, okay. Just opening it up through the bottom. Oh my. Okay. Alright, excellent. So now we have the Crazy Bad 4x4x6 Fisher 4x4x6, I guess is what it would be called. So this is a Calvin's puzzle product. You can see Calvin's logo on there, and it was designed by Crazy Bad. Okay. Now some people have suggested that maybe Tony Fisher's name should be on these things. That's a kind of a tricky thing, right? Because he did come up with the whole Fisher idea, sheet modding puzzles, and he's of course been very active in coming up with creative new puzzles. However, I'm very happy to have this, and let's see how it turns. Now, the thing about a Fisher puzzle is that the axis is kind of shifted, the sort of a little bit of a rotation, so that the faces look like edges and the edges look like faces, or something like that. Centers, faces. So there you go. There's one of the faces. Okay, and another one, and then of course on the ends they have the normal flat faces. So I think this is going to be very fun to solve. You know, the 4x4x6 is challenging enough as it is. But this should be even more challenging, even more mind-bending. So, of course, as a 4x4x6, we would expect it to do all sorts of things like shapeshift, and whoops, yeah, and okay, I don't want to get too far away from that, but you can see what will start to happen. You get pieces all over the place, and okay, I think I've scrambled it now. Yeah, I think I have actually. Alright, let's try that. My initial impression of the turning is very favorable. It's actually it's quite heavy. There's a lot of grease or lube or something on there, but it actually turns quite nicely. I always felt that the 4x4x6, the original one, had a very heavy feel. It was very, you know, it always turned well, but it just seemed to, you could really tell there were a lot of parts moving here. Let me just try to refresh my memory here. Okay, no, it's about, yeah, it is, well, this one's broken in quite nicely, so, but yeah, you can sort of feel a lot of stuff is moving around. I think maybe you can maybe have a little more torque available to move his face than just, yeah, there's a different feeling to the puzzle. I am curious to know if there are any mechanism differences. Okay, now this feels more like the normal turns on the 4x4x6. Definitely turns really well. I certainly am very happy with it. Yeah, that's great. Well, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to solving that. Yeah, so let's just do a sort of a quick sort of face turn, and then maybe a split on the Fisher 4x4x6. And let's see if I can do the same thing on the, what did I do? I did a face turn like that, and a 4x4x6 split. Okay, so there you go. That's what, okay, I think I got the more or less. So that's what the two puzzles look like. It's definitely going to be a different solving experience. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. All right. I'm going to actually scramble this up right now. Of course I'm going to scramble this up. And let's see what this looks like. Scrambled. Okay. So I think the first trick will be to make sure I get a good scramble in cuboid form. So make sure I scramble it as much as I possibly can, because once you start shape shifting, then certain moves are not available. So yeah, it is quite greasy. I'm not really sure what that is. It's unusual for Calvin's puzzle to be like that. So who knows? Maybe they just found they needed a bit more grease to make them move. Yeah, it's like all over my hands right now. Oh well. Okay. Okay, and whoops. Okay, so a typical Fisher Cube issue where you try to turn something and it sort of squishes on you. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to get a good. Not really. Just trying to break as much up as I can here. Okay. 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 Well, we'll maybe just try and call that good right there. Yeah, it's gonna get the harder I try, the more it seems to not be. Okay, so now that I've done that, now I'm gonna start with the cuboid moves. Okay, just get the alignment. Yeah, this is turning really well. I mean, it's brand new, and it is turning very nicely. Very happy with it thus far. And one of the things I've sort of experienced with the 4x4x6 was that after traveling, it had a tendency to pop if it wasn't turned really gently the first few turns. And I've always attributed that to just things getting maybe slightly misaligned in the when it was rattling around in the cargo hold of an aircraft. Well, this one's been on a long trip. Seems to be fine. Okay, yeah, so some of these I can't really break them up anymore. Well, what do you think? So yeah, so I guess I probably should have looked at the puzzle a little closer before I started scrambling it up. But I don't think I'm going to have too much trouble with this. It's going to be interesting and a fun variant on the 4x4x6. But I don't expect too many problems. It's an even ordered cuboid. So maybe I'll have some standard even order cube parodies with like flipped edges or single flipped edge or something like that. But alright, well, I don't know if I've sort of feel that I might have it fairly. Oh, let's try this. Let's turn that. Okay, well, that's not. Okay. Yeah, I think we could call that scrambled. Alright, well, I'm going to go off and solve this and have lots of fun. In the meantime, as always, I appreciate your comments, your questions, your suggestions. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. And yeah, until next time, thanks for watching.